Hey guys, you're tuned into Chaotic TV. We're bringing you match 4 from the quarterfinals of IEM Katowice. Between these two players, we are bringing you a TVP today. In the bottom left, the Cloud Kingdom. In game 1, we have the Blue Terran playing for Team LGIM. He is Yoda. His opponent in the top right corner, the Red Protoss playing for Team SK2 Parting. He is, SKT1. He's Parting. Newly on SK2 after a bit of a Kespa shuffle is what happened when he and Squirtle left Startail. I don't know that Squirtle's got a new team yet, but Parting seems to be at home in SKT1. It's good to see that there's a big switch of the teams going on between the Esports Federation and Kespa. I like to see that the new dynamics that come out of it. Parting was a big kind of, they call him the Squirtle build stealer. That's not really a catchy name, but essentially he does all of his best builds that were created by Squirtle. So Squirtle has really contributed to Parting's success. Parting just seems to be able to pull them off a bit quicker and better than Yoda's ability to do so. Now Yoda, he's already got a barracks building, so I don't really know what he's doing with this. Oh, he's probably going to proxy a factory and then a starport so that he can start doing some Banshee harassment. But he's got to wait. Actually, I don't really know what he's doing over there. He's building another barracks. Okay, so he's going to do like a half pressure. He's going to trick Parting into think that he's got something going on here when he really is going to be doing something elsewhere. Actually, I haven't seen this kind of play before. It's really interesting. But Parting is now in his base, and he's, hasn't really seen a whole lot right now. Parting is going to drop his cybernetics core. We still got to wait, typical Protoss type of thing, to figure out exactly what he's going to be doing. We might be seeing proxied marauders out of Yoda, but he has yet to start a refinery. Yoda is a part of LGIM, which is one of my most favorite teams, although SKT1 has Rain and Parting now, so they're going to be a heavy Protoss powerhouse. This incredible Marine micro and probe micro by both players, keeping that probe alive and doing as much damage as possible. If he is lucky and takes this really long route, he's going to be able to spot this proxy, but he's going right back into the main base. And since we don't have any gas coming out of Yoda right now, he's just going to probably move in with these Marines and try to beat up Parting if he built a Nexus first, but he has not built a Nexus first. He's going for a bit of pressure on his own side. He's doing a probably two Stalker, one Zealot before expand. It's a pretty standard type thing, but with Parting's micro, he can potentially do a lot of damage. Yoda is looking to expand soon after this, which is why he's doing this kind of pressure. He's going to put a bunker up maybe and then expand behind it, but bunkers don't do all that great against Stalkers as... Oh, there's the Nexus. Bunkers do well against Stalkers, but Stalkers can pretty much out-micro Marines, so every time a Marine comes out, then the Stalker takes a couple shots, the Marines run right back to the bunker, and Parting's not the kind of player to get fooled into going too close to the bunker and letting his Stalker die. But we are going to see this Marine pressure. He's not bringing all of his Marines with him, which is kind of interesting to me. Oh, there he goes. These Marines will be spotted most likely before the other 5 get there. So he's got 2 SCVs coming with this, so he's going to put down a bunker and do some serious damage. I've not seen this play often against Protoss players, but with this many Marines and this extra SCV, if he doesn't get that killed, then he'll be just fine in keeping up this pressure. But right now, you see that the Stalkers are 2-shotting Marines, well, 3-shotting, I guess. But if they get this SCV, then this is shut down completely. Yoda has not moved his SCV to the back of the pack, which is kind of a problem right now. Parting continuing to defend his base very successfully, and it looks like Yoda has given up on the aggression. He's taken his other barracks back home, but he did expand behind this, like we talked about, starting to drop 2 refineries, and he's getting a 3rd command center to start putting up some serious SCV counts. Parting, on the other hand, is probably going to stay on 2 bases. He's getting... There's the robotics bay. He's going to switch into Colossus Tech. He's probably going to attack with 2 or 3 Colossi before Yoda does anything, but since Yoda's already expressed that he's going for a bio play, the Colossi are going to be great unless he goes for a high Marauder count, which, you know, isn't really unheard of. It's just not, you don't normally see it with 3 command centers coming out. You do see a lot of Marauders and stuff like that with bio play, but the normal bio push with 2 command centers is at about 10 or 11 minutes. It's not normal to build a 3rd and then go for a high bio count push at 12 or 13 minutes like that, because by that time Parting's going to have plenty of Colossi to be able to shut this down, and unless there's some serious flanking going on by Yoda, which is a possibility on this map, it's just not normally seen, except by Zerg players with really fast Ling Bang Ling Muta armies or something like that. You're not going to particularly see an effective push out of a Terran with 3 command centers in the next 4 minutes or so. He's going to drop this factory. He's getting his upgrades going right now. Parting is not going for any upgrades just yet. He's going simply for that Colossus tech, and he's going to start putting up some serious units behind this. Not going to drop his 3rd base for a little bit. He's going to continue to fill out this mineral line, but he's already got his first Colossus out on the map. He's got extended thermal lance on the way, and he's going to go for a serious push in the next couple of minutes, most likely. Once he gets his 3rd Colossus out and he really starts reinforcing with the number of units from a forward pylon, he'll just start doing his Parting type micro and really start putting the pressure to Yoda. Yoda will have stim by then, but without medevacs, because he's just now getting a reactor and a starport. He's going to really need the extra income from a 3rd base. This extra command center is helping him get a ton of SCVs, and he's going to try to land it at the 3rd base most likely, but he's not building up the army supply he needs. Parting is already starting to get further ahead, and he's keeping up with the work account because he's got those chrono boosts ready. We are going to see a Colossus Sentry type setup, and he's continuing to warp in early up. There is no probe with this push, so it's going to be an interesting push by Parting. I've not seen this composition before, and since I didn't get to watch IEM Katowice live, then oh, there's the pylon. Completely missed that probe. Building another one, and it's going to be completely unknown by Yoda. So Yoda right now is going to scout with this barracks, and you're going to see that there's too much here that he really can't handle it. His army supply is trying to catch up, but with these extra extended thermal lance Colossi, Parting's going to be doing some serious damage to Yoda in just a little bit. He's got 3 forward pylons, so he can keep the pressure up almost indefinitely. And his econ back home is a little bit better. He's got better mineral income. A huge SCV pull has already killed 10 by Parting, so that's where the supply difference is right now. He's continuing to kill SCVs, which is really hurting Yoda's economy. He's knocking down these bunkers with the Colossi, and they're doing splash damage to the repairing SCVs. The big sniping shots of these stalkers are doing what they can. There's no more energy for force fields or guardian shields, which would probably be really helpful right now for Parting, but he doesn't really need as much help as you would think. He's got 30 supply elite right now. It's almost all in army. These Vikings are doing what they can, but because he brought Vikings instead of more medevacs, he's not able to heal the units he's got on the ground, and continued shots from those Colossi are going to keep killing all of the units that are possibly there. But these continued warp ins, he's still got enough bank back home. He could expand behind this if he really wanted to, but he's not going to. He's just going to go in for the kill. He's going to continue to push. You see how many SCVs have died, 24. Even if he left and then came back a little bit later, he would be in such an economic lead. But he's not the kind of person to leave. Parting goes in for the kill ASAP. He's continuing to push forward. The Marauder count is getting higher and higher because all of the Marines are dying so quickly. But Parting is continuing to put on this kind of pressure, and I don't think Yoda can really have the bank to back up this push. He's pulling even more SCVs right now. He's going in for the biggest kill he can, but the Colossi are targeting the Marauders right now. They might get targeted themselves, but there's enough warp ins right now to clean up the remaining forces of Yoda. Yoda down by 34 supply right now, down by over half, and Parting is going to be able to take this with just continued gateway pressure. He's knocked out the natural base. He's going to lift it, but there is no block in the barracks right now, and he's going to continue pushing forward with these stalkers, knocking out those tech labs so that no Marauders can be brought in just to kill him. And he's bringing in some tanking zealots, and he's going to be able to do some serious damage. The high ground vision is being given by the units already up there, and even the Vikings have been landed, but those Vikings aren't going to be the savior of Yoda. Yoda is down by so much SCV's 46 have been killed. It's almost a given that this game is over. I would say definitely a given. The army supply right now is almost nil, and there it goes. GG on Yoda's side, and he loses game 1 to SKT1's parting on Cloud Kingdom. And we're going to jump into game 2 in just a second. You've been watching Chaotic TV. I am KO, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.